everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be showcasing yet another healer build, this time the simple but very powerful Arcanist healer. This healer is very versatile, so there are a few skills it can use, but there are a few that I would recommend. First I would recommend is Audacious Runemend Morph. It's a nice heal, it encourages people to stand in front of you, this is what it looks like, and just throws heals out to group where needed. Second one is Illustrious Healing. Again, I don't really need to explain this one very well. It's a nice heal to put down, but it's not really anything to shout or scream about. It's just there to cover the group and to heal the group if they stay in that area. It encourages people to stay around you and not run around like headless chickens, which as a healer you can appreciate, I'm sure. Third skill, Radiating Regen. Looks like this. It just throws out heals to 3 nearby allies, very good for dungeons. Just a nice top-up heal. Again, not really anything to shout about, but good with healing sprints or illustrious healing. Curative Surge is the next one. It looks like this. It is a tonal AoE heal, so be aware of that. It only heals in its path, but it heals for a lot. And as you can read, it grows stronger the longer you channel it. So in very, very tough fights, it can be life or death. Paired with Audacious Runemend and obviously with Illustrious Healing, down on the ground and Radiating Regen, your allies should not be dead. The fifth skill I have is Combat Prayer. Every healer uses Combat Prayer. The healing is pretty good, I'd say, but we also want the Minor Berserk and Minor Resolve, increasing your allies' damage done and their physical resistance. This is nice for both tanks and DPS. It also keeps them alive, and let's be honest, the dead DPS doesn't do any DPS. My choice of ultimate may be a bit controversial, but I argue that it's very, very nice. Summon an apothetical glyph, which you and your allies can heal. It spawns a 53% heal and grows stronger the more you heal it. The power within it grants weapon damage, spell damage, and heals your allies in proportion to its health. It is a very nice heal. It not only helps people get healed up, but as you can see, it's nice. Easy to heal. Use your Rune Mend on it if you really want to heal it up very quickly, and boom, you've got a full heal. Obviously I've just run out of magicka, however you would not be, since I'll get into gear in a minute, so you'll see why. So, on my back bar, currently I run orbs. It shouldn't be necrotic orb, it should be the healing orb. However, orb does take a very long time to level, and I'm not always finishing the fight on my back bar, so it does take some time to level. But if you've got it or you can get it, I would honestly get the healing version of this. It's nice just to have people being able to synergize with it. It can restore health and magicka and stamina to the tank and to the DPS if they're not running Coral Riptide, which is nice. Reconstructed Domain. Draw forth your tome and invoke the Leviathan, I think it is, of Abyssal Sea to conjure a vortex of Aldrich power. Standing in this vortex grants you and your allies minor courage, minor fortitude, minor intellect, and minor endurance, increasing their weapon and spell damage. It can also heal. So not only does it make you a buff bitch, it also makes you a healing buff bitch. Chakram of Destiny, carve the Fate's Crone's runes to spinning mystical discs and generate crux. They grant damage shield. Again, very nice in massive fights, as you can see here. It heals me to no end. Not heals me to no end, shields me for no end even. Brain, please. Unstable Wall of Frost. It is a flex spot if you need a different skill, such as, I would say, Apothecary's Gate, if you need to teleport away. But that's a bit of a cheese strat, but still, you know, if you need to teleport away, or maybe you want more shields in there, or Purge, for example. If you need Purge, it's a great skill to swap out, but it does create an icy barrier, which can damage things in its path, and also gives a frost shield. So, like I said, you're a buff bitch and you're a this one. Elemental susceptibility. I can never say this word, so I do apologise. Send the elements to zap an enemy's defences. You give them major breach for 30 seconds, reducing their physical and spell resistance. Very nice in a fight. DPS will do more damage, and therefore the fight will last. Will not last so long. Fight will be over quicker, and you know, things are easier on you. Last but not least, Aggressive Warhorn. Aggressive Warhorn increases your group's max magicka and max stamina by 10% for 30 seconds. It also gives major force, increasing your crit damage by 20 seconds and your allies' crit damage by the same. And by 20% for 9 seconds even. I can read, I promise. I'm just a bit nervous. So, for gear, I use Roger, Jovol's Guidance. Increases your healing done and also increases your major buffs and minor buffs. This is because, in my opinion, Arcanist is very, very buff-based healing, which is great, but we need to prepare a set that can go for this, can work with this even, rather than work against it, so why not play into it with Rojo. Again, I do use Symphony of Blades in this, but you can use one of the different healing sets if you really want. This just helps people out who have got less resources, although if you're running Coral Riptide, as in one of the people is, don't run this, they won't like you for it. Roaring Opportunist. Gain Major Slayer, that's not what you want it for. After completing a fully charged heavy attack, you and your group members gain Major Slayer to every dungeon, trial and arena boss for by 10% for 1 second. This is great. As you can see, at least my sustain is not great. I am a high elf, and Arcanist isn't really known for its sustain abilities, so being able to throw down heals, as you can see, then when done, just either heavy attack it with one or the other, gain some resources back, bring some reduce. It's great. It's great to just be able to do that. And honestly, I would recommend that.
Repair protocols successful.
I would recommend that you use a heavy attack build for this, simply because the sustain is just not there. Please ignore my lovely chat bar there. It just won't go away for some reason. I did get it to leave originally, but it's decided no. But yep, that is my lovely Arcanist healer build. I will, if anybody asks, write what outfit I'm wearing in the chat, in the description. But Jovol's Guidance can be found in Scale Caller Peak. Start to think there. Roaring Opportunist is a trial set, and I believe it comes from Kind's Aegis, but you can get it on normal. This is normal Jovolts, and it works just normal Roaring Opportunist, and it works just fine. I do have access to Perfected, but I'll be honest, I don't want to spend the extra transmutes getting it. So that is my build. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now. Bye.